Well, I guess it has to be said. It's morphin' time! Mastodon!
Hi there, everyone. I'm Eric. As a diehard Power Rangers fan for over the past 20 years, I can say that the show has had a massive impact on my life, and like most of you, regardless of being out of the intended age range of the toys and the kids show, we follow it with a love that's only known by flies for poop, hipsters for new eye devices, and gay men for share. First off, this video is being recorded the day after the 12th episode, or United as One, has aired, so any of these views that I have may change based on future episodes. But, as of so far, I am deeply saddened by the cheapening of what most of us hold so dear to our hearts from our childhood. There has been sloppy editing, filler episodes beyond belief, weak acting and character development, and not to mention all of the footage that they had from the Sentai to work with. It wouldn't have been hard to make more than 12 episodes of Super Megaforce, which have been a little lackluster. First of all, my biggest letdown is this. As a kid, the Zord fights were always the best part of the show. In a crossover movie that connected the Japanese equivalent of Megaforce to Super Megaforce, we saw the hands-down best Zord battle ever. As the two Ranger teams tried to manage against a giant Emperor turned spider battle carrier looking thing as big as Serpentera, it was very clear that they were outpowered. After watching most of the popular Super Sentai videos that we've all seen from YouTube, it's clear that this guy could overpower the Zeo Ultra Zord, the Super Train Megazord, the Delta Command Megazord, and the Samurai Gigazord put together. Down and down fall the Zords. It's bad, and they're getting thrashed, and the planet plunges into darkness. We see from a shelter below the population losing hope and knowing that the world is over. First kids, then adults break out the same Zord toys that we still all have and cry out throughout the darkness, "You can do it, Super Sentai!" Through the faith and drive, the various toys come to life as every Megazord ever used. To make it even more epic, the Spider Battle Carrier summons the head villains of the past years as lackeys. Granted, I don't know the Sentai, and Power Rangers is heavily affected by what they do because of the Zord footage. Seeing an adjusted American version of this, including Orion with the Q-Rex, would combine all of the fond memories we have of the show and push it to a whole nother level. To back my idea, let's keep in mind all the legacy versions of the Zords and the other toys, and how well they're being sold to this day for kids and adults. This would be the legendary battle we've been promised for 2 years. Imagine kids from all over the world yelling out, "Go, go, Power Rangers!" and with dialects from all over the world. I'd save this for the upcoming movie, but I don't think that this kind of thing would work in an MMPR reboot. Second, the sloppy editing has to be addressed. This could easily be fixed with some backstory towards the end. Preferably an episode, or even half of one, showing us the history between Zordon and Gosei. Zordon giving Gosei access to the morphing grid. Maybe these other powers could have been an early attempt for Gosei to master connection to that, or anything along these lines. We don't have the English release of the last few episodes yet, but what we do know from the French episodes and their possible translators, it doesn't sound like we're going to get the explanation we deserve on this. And that's something that, as Power Ranger fans, we really do deserve. Next, I have to call out the failure of stretching out Samurai with clip shows and holiday episodes. Megaforce seemed to be written by this same sloppy hand, and it got even worse to us fans. I mean, come on, Robo Night at the library? Not even a 5-year-old would feel right about this. Now, there is a holiday special in Gokaiger, which we are using for Super Megaforce. So, I say that they should do this holiday episode as a way to redeem themselves for the last one. Plus, we need to give Saban a little bit of slack and admit the writing tried to give us some callbacks.
But I think we're prepared to do our part.
I'm not so sure. The helmet does mess up my hair. Just kidding.
My third topic? We should all be grateful to Saban for the dynasty he's made. But You're nothing without the people that helped you get to where you are now. Social media has granted us, the fans, access to more about TV shows, upcoming movies, and any kind of other entertainment that's released later from when it's made than most producers wish that we'd ever had. We all know that in order to live up to the hype that they've been pumping for 2 years, that they would need the previous Rangers actors. And it's what every one of us wanted, and they blew it. Thanks to Twitter and Facebook, we know just how poor Saban's last-minute effort was to try to recruit Rangers from the previous season to reprise their roles. From Austin St. John's response to even what David Yost said, saying if it hadn't have been a mass email starting with Dear Power Ranger, he might have considered it. Saban needs to dish out the money or apologies or whatever it takes to fix this. Please. The fans will repay you. I'm not going to say everything about Super Megaforce has been a yawn. The second half of the season has really picked it up. It would have been better to create a large number of episodes like Mighty Morphin used to do with its seasons as another callback because they had so much Sentai footage to work with. Plus, if increasing the budget for a little bit more production with original scenes with those costumes would have made it a lot better. I have to say also, from the way that the footage has been used, it would have been a lot nicer to have all the theme songs woven in, if not for a few seconds each. But the overall thing that they've decided to pump into the show from this point on is that same super cheesy fun we fell in love with back in 1993.
Teleport to us 5 overbearing and over-emotional humans.
No, not that, not teenagers.
Not trying to create a shameful self-plug here, but I think it would benefit the show's legacy if Saban decided to hire some really hardcore fanboys to join the writing staff, or at least as creative consultants. It deeply breaks my heart, and I sincerely hope I'm wrong, but chances are the legendary war finale of Super Megaforce is going to fall short of the "you must be this tall not to be despised" line. Mr. Saban, we haven't lost faith in you. We just want to be reminded with a renewed effort to the show for the treasure that we all share so deeply. We haven't lost faith in you at all. And we still love you and love what you have put out and done. From the early press releases we have about Dino Charge, you have another chance to give us an epic win that we know that a Power Ranger anniversary deserves. We're still here, and may the power protect us, always.